Tier 2. This is going to get a little interesting. We didn't have a conversation about this prior. So I'm very interested to see kind of where direction that we go, how we kind of work, what we going to work. So I'll go this way. Take your opinion. Give me your tier 2 teams. Give me your tier, and we ain't gonna go. We'll save the debate for the back end.
We going one, right? Like how we been on
2 first. We want
two.
two.
We go two.
So just tell me in your mind what you think of tier 2. So Fringe title teams had a title appearance. Always kind of in the mix, always in the talk. So you can go tier 2. You can go tier 1. I ain't going to kind of guide this. I'm going to let y'all kind of go how y'all going to go. So you can be like, this is what I think of tier 1. This is what I think of tier 2. Get yours. We'll talk, and then we'll go from there.
Tier 2 for me will probably be, I'm throwing my 2 out there.
You go as many as you want out there.
Okay, I'll go. Okay. Yep. I'll go loaded.
Okay.
420. Not 420. T1T.
Okay.
Reason being, loaded, solid roster. Been having a solid roster for a minute. They play. Even when I think of tier 1 teams, I'm like, man, they in the game with these tier 1 teams on a regular. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking in my head. But they never get over those humps. You know what I mean? Same thing with T1T. It's like, what can Gene do for me? You know what I mean? That'd be my main thing, because the defense there. You know what I mean? Like, I watched the game last week, and it's like, damn. I just kept resorting back to Gene, because it's like, damn, the defense getting stopped.
Yep.
Gene made a play. Shit. Defense got to stop. Yep. Damn, Gene just sunk.
Yep.
Like, so I was like, you know what I mean? Like, and then like just going back into the last couple seasons too, and then playing with Gene. You know what I mean? Like, I like T1T. You know what I mean? Like, if my team wasn't to be a team no more, I'd probably go back to T1T. You know what I mean? Like, I like T1T. I like the camaraderie.
Yeah, you was there.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah. And I feel like we should have got done then too, though. But it just getting over that hump, man. That hump is big. Like that hump from tier 1 to tier 2 is big. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. They might think,
sure.
Yeah, that shit ain't just no speed hump. That bitch is like a valley. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what I mean? That shit is a big hump.
Yeah.
So I go T1T and I'm mad. Hold on, I'm mad because nobody fucking mentioned infantry in tier 3 or 4. I'm pissed.
That was tier 3.
It was tier 3.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
We did talk about it. We didn't talk about it. Yeah.
But my bad. Oh, my bad. That just clicked my bad.
Just to go back, tier 3,
yeah.
420, FS1, Hitman, infantry, reckless. Then was our 5 tier 3
Hitman is
teams.
fucking nuts, by the way, over hard to guard, but nevertheless.
They made it to Elite 8.
All they did last season.
Made it to Elite 8.
But nevertheless,
they made it to 2 Elite 8s.
Yeah.
They
Damn.
beat us. And
Yeah,
then they played Cartel last year in Elite 8.
Damn.
Hitman?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
They've been to 2 consecutive Elite 8s.
Yes,
Damn.
2 consecutive Elite
that's
8s.
big.
One with Rambo and one with Juice.
Oh yeah. That's what
With 2 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So they go to show you shit.
And I'm gonna be honest, they could have beat Grammy. It could have beat Cartel. Being real.
It came down.
It came down to the shit we talk about, the decision, but keep going.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I go T1T. Mm-hmm. Love T1T.
Yep.
But they just ain't getting over that hump.
Yeah, you say loaded.
And loaded.
So context. So Loaded has, and since 2021, Loaded has 5 first-round exits, 1 Elite 8 appearance, and 1 title appearance. T1T, 1 championship appearance. They lost to Cartel. 2 Elite 8s, 1 Final Four, 2 first-round exits. Funny thing with T1T is probably half. So we got 1, 3, 4, 6 of their playoff appearances. Probably half or 4 of them motherfuckers they lost to Cartel, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's kind of wild, actually. But
Yeah.
Cartel got another funny story with another team like that too.
So that's my two.
Okay, go ahead, D.
We ain't even got to do no process of elimination here. I think there's only 2 tier 1 teams in the entire league with a fringe third that I think is going to cause debate.
I got 3. I got 3.
With a fringe third.
Okay.
With a fringe third. For me, the team that's in tier 2, that. Listen, if I'm being honest, man, all the teams in tier 2,
unfucking filtered.
all the teams in tier 2, like, they there for a reason.
That's a hump. That's the hump.
Like, you know what I mean? They there for a reason. But I think what you said is true. You know what I mean? Like, that hump is for real.
That hump is real.
That
hump is real.
As somebody who's on a team that had to beat
the only team
that was in tier 1.
If we being honest,
yeah, that was a consistent monkey on our back, and we coined them our Pistons, right? That it's a real thing because it's like not only is it mental, but it's also from a standpoint. Matter of fact, it's all mental.
It's all mental.
Like it's all mental because you get to that point and it's like, okay, this is what we prepared for, familiarity, we better, yada yada yada. But for whatever reason, you don't get it done.
What are you gonna do when the motherfucker punches you in the face twice
and
rock you, and you gotta stand back up and be like I'm okay.
But it's like, but not.
You gonna fall.
But not in week 3.
Focus on focus.
But not in week 3 in the Elite 8.
In the Elite 8.
In the Final Four. In the championship.
When the stakes is big.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that hump is a real fucking thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That hump is a real fucking thing. The team I'm gonna choose, and it's my fringe team that when I say it's only 2 tier 1 teams, and the third possible is Flagrant. My rationality behind Flagrant, I think is very, very solid though.
They tier 2 for sure. I'm gonna forward you.
But my rationality behind it is very, very solid.
A fringe tier 1 team?
Yes.
No, not even close.
Oh my God.
My rationality behind it is very, very solid though.
They're not even close to that hump, bro.
It's okay. Let them rock.
I'm letting them cook.
Out of all the teams,
crazy.
Out of all the teams that we have listed in tier 2, they're the only team that since A2 has been formed that's been to 2 championships outside of Flagrant. I'm sorry, outside of Cartel and outside of.
Bro, you tap like a motherfucker next to the mic.
Legacy has been the
championship games.
Yes.
Cartel
lost 1-1-1.
Okay, well. Okay, cool.
They
so it's sports.
That was my argument.
But for whatever reason, I don't have Legacy as a tier 1 team.
You really like Flagrant. Go ahead, get your shit.
Yeah.
They're my people too. I fuck with Vino.
They've been to 2 championships. Yeah, they lost both. Mm-hmm. Right? They've been to 2 championships.
One of them lost bad.
They've been to 2
Both of them lost bad.
They've been to 2 championships.
I don't even recall one that I seen.
They've been to 2 championships with 2 different quarterbacks. They've been to the Elite 8 with 4 different quarterbacks.
So Flagrant been to 2 championship games, 2 Elite 8s, 1 Final Four.
They've been to the Elite 8 with 4 different quarterbacks.
2 first round exits, and then they didn't play 1 season.
Real, Bobby, Flagrant, Dre.
Say again?
They've been to the Elite 8. They've been to the Turk with 4 different quarterbacks.
You can name 3.
Real, Vino, Bobby, and Dre.
Vino ain't quarterback the whole season, did
he? He did. When they got beat by Loaded in the Elite 8.
Like, he did.
He did.
So I look at that and it's like, how can you tell a team that's been to multiple championships and that's been to the Elite 8 or Final Four with that many different quarterbacks and say they're not a team?
That's still a hump.
Yeah, but it's also, I agree. Huh?
You didn't win.
Never.
I mean, yeah, you didn't win.
That hump is crazy.
You didn't win.
That's the hump.
You didn't win.
That's what they understand.
And that's the hump. I get it.
Because I can name 3 teams that out of all of them that won. And there only should be 3 tier 1 teams.
I'm just giving,
maybe 3.
I'm just giving perspective.
My
perspective.
Yeah.
My perspective. You know what I'm saying? My perspective. So they are
so
the
you got
ones.
4.
They are the ones. No, I don't think Legacy a tier 1 team. I think they're a tier 1 organization. That don't make you a tier 1 team.
A team that won a championship?
Yeah, I don't think they're a tier 1 team.
But you got to take a team that never won one.
Yeah, I think Legacy is better than him.
And Michael Jordan is.
I'm sorry, I think Flagrant is better than
Michael
him.
Jordan is your GOAT.
I think Flagrant, not my GOAT.
We're not gonna
But that's
action.
and like I said, it was gonna be controversial. But that's my perspective on that.
Say more.
I think Legacy is a tier 1 organization. I don't think they are tier 1.
No, that's not going to tier 1. Like, we're just speaking on Flagrant.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel about Flagrant.
Just because they had 4 quarterbacks and went to the championship.
I think perspective.
To the turf.
I think that perspective is important.
Okay. So,
I call him. Well, I didn't do tier 1. Me tier 2.
I mean, you did, but I want to talk about
piggyback on that.
About Flagrant.
Like me, Flagrant is not even. Wait, you choose them as a tier 1 though.
Yeah, they in tier 2.
He said he said that
but they're my fringe tier 1 out of everybody.
Oh, okay, bet. No, Flagrant is definitely a tier 2 team, and it's like ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it for me. Like it's straight tier 2. Like ain't even a question. Cause I got my 3 in my head, and I know for a fact that these like tier 1s. Mm-hmm. And
so you got your 3, a tier 1.
Yeah, like no questions asked. It shouldn't be even a crazy ass discussion. Like you know what I mean. And Flagrant isn't one of them. And Flagrant is a clear cut tier 2 team.
Okay. Let me ask y'all this question. A team that has 5 first-round exits and made it to the championship game. Should they be considered a tier 2 team? Yes or no?
And just made it?
Made it. 5 first-round exits, 1 title game appearance.
That 5 first-round exits is crazy.
5 first rounders, nigga. I've been doing that forever. I'm a tier 4.
So what you think?
No.
No what?
No, they shouldn't be a tier 2 team.
What would that team be for you?
What you mean?
What would that team be?
What tier they would be?
Yeah.
With that, probably bottom totem pole of tier 3.
Even with making 1 title game.
Making it is fine. It's what you do to win it. Like when you win that thing, it's different.
So that team is the band.
Right.
Let's talk about the band.
Do win-loss records matter in this case, or
no?
the
We
result?
talk about that. Win-loss records do not matter in my opinion because when you get to the playoffs, this is what we talk about.
Yeah.
When you talk about tiers, you ain't talking about win-loss records.
Because I've been 7-1 multiple times and lost first round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, say what you feel about the band.
I like the band. I just they need something else. The band looking real good this season too, by the way, but they need something else. I'm just saying. I get credit where it's due, man. I love to get credit where it's due, but I'm big on that. And I just got like that, cause I ain't never get credit to motherfuckers. Like, everybody fucking weak. Like, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, the band is a tier 3 team to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I ain't
think they look good though?
I like them. They haven't done nothing though.
Why do you think they look good?
I think they got the pieces. They got the girls, which is ideal. Like girls is big in this league. Everybody know that. If you got a realistic mind and know anything about this flag league, you know girls is real, quarterback is real, defense is real, right? Because my thing, in my opinion, and that was on target, and I ain't got to look, but. In my opinion, this is my philosophy. Like, I can receiver wise, you can have a good receiving core, right? You can have a high receiving core.
Male wise.
Shit, yeah, male wise, because girls is key. We know girls is key.
Yeah.
But male wise, like, long as your quarterback know the system and know how to, like, get shit done, you can win with that.
Agreed.
With a mediocre, well, not a mediocre, but just a solid core of guys.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a superstar, core guys, none of that shit.
You could then treat your guys like a run game.
For sure. But nevertheless, the band not that.
Okay. Your band take.
I'm twofold about the band.
Make it quick.
I like the band. I do think they overrated. My definition of overrated is not the same as most people overrated. My definition of overrated doesn't mean that you're not good. It just means that you're not as good as people perceive you to be. I think they woman is why people think they're as good as they are. But I think they're a good team. But I mean, you can't again. The criteria is the criteria, and these ain't feelings, they facts.
Yep.
5 first round exits is crazy.
It is.
Nigga.
Actually,
If you look at my I probably got 6, 7.
But actually,
my shit probably 6, 7.
4.
But this not a regular 5 first round exits. This is 5 consecutive first round exits.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Based on this,
And
they got beat by a tier 1 team 3 times. They got beat by a tier 2 team once, and they got beat by tier 3 teams twice.
The fact of the matter is, but now when you factor that in, they first round exits, which also means that your regular season wasn't that good neither.
Yeah.
No, they was a top seed a lot of them times though.
But if
if it's the first round,
What you mean?
Because if you losing against that tiers.
Well, no. So 2 of them, one of the teams was a higher seed. Actually, I don't know. I can't say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just going on the tiers.
Now, I will say
based on what we said with the tiers.
Now I will say this. I will say this because I'm fair. I'm fair. How many of those games? And we ain't got to check this now. I'm just asking rhetorically. How many of those games were they actually a favorite? They might not have been a favorite in many of those games.
That's relative, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah, depending on who you talk to.
But favorite not even a thing, because half the time, even when you're a favorite, you lose. We didn't have teams that are favorites that lost.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it don't matter. But I'm speaking on what you're saying is ideal, and that's kind of stood out when you say if they lost in the first round, that means they regular season record wasn't that good if they was playing against a tier 1 team. Mm-hmm. Which is it sounds solid to me. Mm-hmm. So if you playing against a tier 1 team, that means that tier 1, 9 times 10, a tier 1 team is a higher seed, right? And therefore, that means they're a 1, 2, 3, or 4 seed. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you got to be.
So you're in the top 4 teams.
Not really. If you lose the first round and you playing a tier 1 team is top 1, 2, 3, 4 teams. Yeah, I think they won the divisions 9 times 10, right? Or they was run up and
yes. That all depends on.
Or they run up in their division.
Yeah.
And then if you run up, that means you even got the 5, 6,
right,
maybe 7, right?
Yeah.
So therefore that means 8, 8-9 matchup, right? Mm-hmm. And that might be the only close prospect I can probably. That's the only thing in close proximity I can put it in an 8-9 matchup. Okay. You know what I mean?
I think when you say the glaring thing on the resume is 5 first round exits. That's
and that's tough. And we ain't going that far back either.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I mean? We ain't going that far back.
Going 21. Back 21.
We ain't going that far back.
Okay. So, all right. Grammy. What does Grammy fall for you?
In the within the years, Grammy has, they still they're tier 2 to me.
Okay.
Just because of they got 1 championship in the last 4 years, 5 years, or no?
They don't.
They the first ever though, right?
They first ever to win the championship '82.
Yeah.
2017.
2017, and they had another one too.
They made it to one against Cartel.
Understood. So yeah, they.
That was not. I think it was 19.
I like Grammy. They tier 2 because they always Grammy's Grammy.
So Grammy has 3 Final Four appearances, 2 Elite Eights. 1 year they didn't make the playoffs, and then 1 season they didn't play since 2021. So they always gonna be in the every time they play.
They in the mix.
Besides the outlier, they gonna be in the mix.
Only season they didn't make it was I remember because that was the season before last.
It was 3-5.
And that we beat the fuck out of them in the first game of the season. Mm-hmm. They didn't score, but the only thing DJ was the quarterback. But nevertheless,
what? Who was the quarterback?
Zoe.
That was Billy.
Zoe then Billy.
That was Spring?
Zoe played like the first 3 games.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Spring 23 he played?
I played against them my first season. My first game against them. First game of the season we played them. It wasn't spring, it was fall.
Yeah, so the season they went 3-5 was spring of 23 because they didn't play.
So that might have been it because it was a little chilly. That's why I said fall, but that only makes sense because it would have been still warm.
Okay.
So it had to be spring because it would have been 1 and 2. It would have been a little chilly.
Grammy.
Tier 2. To me.
Yeah, they tier 2. I mean, I think when we tally it up, what was it like 3 Final Fours and like 2 Elite Eights?
And I think you ain't telling people like too like. We only going back to 2021.
Yeah, we only going back to 2021.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Okay, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I think they got like I said, like 3 Final Fours, 2 Elite Eights. I mean, you can't really argue with that, especially if you got to take the 5 first-round exits in tier 2. I mean, you can't really argue with it.
All right.
So we're going tier 1.
So legacy tier 1 for you?
You said you had 3 teams.
Are we at tier 1?
Cause
no, I'm just saying, are we at tier 1?
Oh,
speak on your tier. Like, let me.
So my tier 2, legacy, the band, T1T, Flagrant, Loaded, Grammy. I think we're all on the same page with that. Mm-hmm. The band was one I struggled with just because the 5 first-round exits. It's 5 first-round exits.
Mm-hmm.
Do you make it to the championship game? So it's kind of one of the things for me where it's like, do it again.
Yeah.
Right?
Was that a fluke?
Was it a fluke?
Yeah.
You got to do it again, right? Because that's something everybody was talking about. Flagrant, the last 2 times Flagrant done went to the turf, they done got curb stomped. You know?
Bad.
You know? I mean...
I would say that about that.
That was
when
bad.
they get there and they lose.
They lose bad. They lose bad. And it's like, the thing is, everybody talks about Flagrant in the season like, man, they the best defense, they got this, they got that, they got this, they got that, and it's like, damn, then you get beat like that. You know? It doesn't really make sense for me. The one that kind of surprised me once we did the numbers was Loaded. The 5 first-round exits. I was like, damn, like...
I didn't think of it like that either.
I'm like, damn, like, you know, you would think like they make it to the turf consistently, but they've only made it to the turf twice.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
It seemed consistent.
It seemed consistent.
And that goes to show you, though, like, you know, when the team is hot and then they getting talked about a lot, like, that shit make you forget what they've done.
No, facts.
What I mean? And
I think it goes to the who's the hot team, right? Who's the hot team? Who's the hot team? Yeah.
And who they beat, like
who they beat.
in the regular season. When you beat.
Well, I think a lot of Loaded's like allure, if I'm being honest, is
regular season.
They beat at a certain point, they up the score with us.
Yeah, big.
With Stoney.
They beat big names.
It's like, man, they beat us twice in the regular season, right?
They beat us and Cartel in the same season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Oh, shit. And it was like 3 games apart. Like, it was like a game in the middle. Like, I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you look at that and it's
my boy Nick had 4 interceptions.
Yeah, but that shit surprised me, though. That shit surprised me. I was like, damn. T1T was another one where it was like, okay, they made it to the turf, but like, it's just something about T1T where it's like, you can't finish. You can't finish.
They should have won that championship against Cartel.
They should have. They had them.
But you don't. But you don't have the.
They had some drops doing.
But you don't have the toughness, right? I feel like when T1T
it's all or none.
When you watch T1T play in those games,
it's that hump you talking.
It's that.
But
T1T's hump is not physical. It's mental.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I getting the ball? Are you throwing me the ball?